So the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, has completed his $44 billion takeover of Twitter. And the question we want to ask is, should you be worried about this takeover? Well, it's been months coming, and the question, should you be worried, is really based on who you are. If you're a Twitter top executive, then you should be worried, because according to Reuters, we've heard that the Twitter CEO, the Twitter CFO were both escorted off the Twitter out of the Twitter HQ premises literally immediately after the deal went through. So if you're a top executive, of course, Elon's going to be looking to change the leadership up. He's going to want new leaders who understand his new vision, where he's taken the company. And so those people obviously should be worried. If you're a Twitter employee, you, again, ought to be worried. Why? Because Elon's made it clear that he wants to trim down the company. He thinks the company is too bloated in size. There were reports that he would fire up to 75% of the workforce. It led to staff being demoralized, people being afraid of redundancy. However, Mr. Musk actually denied those claims, saying he won't cut things down by such a drastic number. But I guess the question is, for us users who use Twitter, journalists who spend way too much time on Twitter, should we be worried? Should ordinary users be worried? Well, I suppose it depends what you think Twitter ought to be. Now, Twitter started with the founders trying to create this space for free speech, free expression, and a free exchange of ideas. It was good. It's a noble desire. They achieved it to some degree. But in recent years, we've seen Twitter become a bit more confusing, if you like. One is suspensions of certain users. Apparently decisions are made by this board. We don't really know who's on the board. We don't know on what terms they're making the decisions. So when you think about the suspicion of, say, a Donald Trump, a lot of people find that quite perplexing, because they said, well, hold on, left-wing, extremists, if you like, tend to be left alone on the site, but right-wing extremists aren't. What's going on there? So I think what's going to happen when we have Elon Musk, kind of take full control and start to build a new leadership team, is maybe we'll see a restoration of a libertarian approach to free speech, which means literally anything being allowed to be said as long as it doesn't break the law. That may mean Milo Yiannopoulos coming back, Katie Hopkins coming back, maybe even Kanye West coming back. Who knows? But ultimately, I think that's going to be a new frontier for battle, if you like. Who's going to come back to Twitter? Who was previously suspended that's now going to get a chance to be on Twitter again? Now, the question we've gotten quite a bit is, why actually is Elon Musk making this purchase? We saw him try to pull out in the past, but he's gone through with it now. According to US government filing, it's gone through. And it's hard to get into anyone's head, talk less, Elon Musk. But based on his Twitter activity, he says he really believes in Twitter's potential. He says the world needs a digital town square where people can come together, share ideas, and, he thinks it's a social good. So he says he did it because he thinks it's the right thing to do. Now, whether you believe that, it's obviously up to you. We all get to make that decision. But I, for one, do believe that we need a digital town square. I do think we need a space where ideas can be robustly debated. I actually have no issue and I have no problem hearing, terrible ideas or ideas I totally disagree with, because when you hear them, you get a chance to debate them. You get a chance to show why they're stupid. You can quote tweet it, and people can basically see you taking down that idea rather than banning it, getting rid of it, allowing the idea to fester, to gain more ground, to make ludicrous claims about the mainstream structure, whatever it is. And that, for me, is way more dangerous. What to look forward to next, or what to look out for next, rather, is who Elon Musk appoints as a CEO, or does he plan to be CEO? He did change his Twitter bio to Chief Twit after. Whether this means he's going to be CEO or not, we don't know. Is he going to hire a new leadership team that's a bit more libertarian? How is he going to do content moderation? What's going to happen to Twitter's value? What's going to happen with advertisers? A content creator named Zuby actually, replied to one of Elon Musk's tweets saying, listen, content creators, drive a lot of engagement on social media sites. Every other social media platform seems to have a way to kind of compensate or to give money or to incentivize content creators. Twitter doesn't. So is it time you start kind of seeing top content creators as advertisers? Elon Musk says he agrees. We'll see if that's going to become something to watch out for in the future. The truth is, Twitter's future is very much an open question now. Elon Musk has said through an internal memo to be speaking to his staff on Friday. We'll see what he tells them. We'll see what happens with the platform. But clearly, Twitter is not going to stay the same. And that, for one, is very interesting and maybe even exciting. If you enjoyed that video, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be first to find out when we post other videos like this.